Hi, beautiful ignited souls. Now, I like to do this because this is what I'm learning, that there is this spiral effect. Everything is spiral, like waves, like the ocean, our words, vibration, reverberating. So, yeah, I'm giving you this lovely wave. By the way, I think wave is actually 15. Let me just do this quickly because this is the number of change. And this is what I mean. Okay, I want to speak to you on my new findings. It's just so deep, so delicious. I've done part one on the deliciousness of how to read the Bible, or how to find yourself in the scriptures rather, or your, I'll call it your love letter, or your in something to that effect. I haven't. So we will talk. I'm just mentioning wave, and this is 5145. So this is 1515, and this is one of the most prominent numbers. All the numbers from 1 to 7, I would say, or 8 is where we wrap things, or 9 is where we both. Okay, but 6 here, for instance, we see this as wave, and that's what I have been saying. Then this is what we get, a wave of something. They say a wave or virus or wave or whatever it is, a wave tend to change and ripple out. And this is what the scriptures is what I'm talking about. The scriptures ripple out. The words, they ripple out, people. They take on this kind of shape, and it's just, oh, so delicious. Okay, so 15, and that's the wave. And of course 15 is, according to the sacrifice template, 15 is the gateway, we could say. It equals number 11. So just this is what happens when I clean up, I tidy up, and I try to find things. Okay, so hey, JB, and so 15 is here, is new. 15 always gives you that new effect, NEW, which comes into the middle here. And when we do the number, the word form for 15 is 11. So 11 is the gods. And that's why the gods, of course, they play dead. They play dead, but actually, we know what happens through the process of death. One, so death is like the new resurrection. And so that's what the gods are. That's why Jesus Christ came from the lineage of 14 generations, or 14, something like that. It's still kind of written in a way. So from the generation of Abraham was 14, and David 14, and whoever, and Christ 14. So, and I think there were 5 of these generations spoken there. Okay, let's get a brush. Brush. Looking through these glasses. Okay, so this is what happened. So I was really, what was I talking about? The scriptures, basically. So it was like having an aha moment, and for some reason it had stuck in my brain and stuck in my mind, that every time I listen to someone saying, oh, these italic words in the scriptures, they because they didn't know what word to put there, and so on, and so they've put those words as fillers because those words were missing. But what I believe, and what I feel, and what I have proven is that the intelligence that gave us language, high intelligence that gave language, it wasn't just like, even with the Zohar, for instance, when it is said, oh, someone picked up and bought fish, and they saw the scroll, or part of it was wrapped in the fish, and so on. there is a high intelligence that orchestrates all of those, and um, we are participants in this game we call life. We have taken on certain roles, and to help us function or work on those roles to the up to our optimum best, it's almost like we have developed amnesia to really like go into the seriousness of this role that we have taken on. And it's so important for us to acknowledge that, in the sense of that not taking life too serious, that we lose our heads or our minds. That the delicious, I keep saying this is delicious, it really is. And just to know, it's like you, for me, I've taken on a role or a part, or I'm playing a part that I am ecstatic about. It's like I have been given a role in the best of Hollywood games, or act, so whatever it is, and I'm thinking, I don't know if I'm acting this part right or wrong, or to how it's meant to be, but I'm having fun here. I'm really having fun. I'm enjoying this. And I realized that language, as I was saying, is given to us. And I looked at this, and yes, I feel the copper has enhanced this intelligence, whether it is in the composition or whether it is in the pattern, because this is almost like an S. Well, it's an S or an 8, and my life path number is 8 as well. So I'm always seeing these. I also read or listened to Billy Carson on the Emerald Tablet giving his lecture, talking about how this pattern, I feel it's this pattern, definitely it is this pattern that I saw for sure, has a strong correlation with the crown of thorns, because they have actually mapped out the crown of thorns in our heads. And so, everything that we have, this is what I'm trying to say, this is what I am saying. Everything that we are, everything, I mean everything. This is why in the scriptures, when it is said, and God saw, meaning he cut it out and he saw everything that he done. He saw it was good. Okay, as I said, there are different gods, but saw it was good. Good, of course, is number 5. 5 is what we have been on about with the 14 gods. 1 plus 4 is 5. They come together and they form Christ. And Christ is in within you. This number 5 that we are talking about, it is the pyramid. And that's why pyramid equals 5. Kundalini equals 5. The house that we go to, which is a representation of the house that we are housing our soul, is also 5. We call it home, that too is 5. Or the chamber, when we go into our private chamber, because we have different chambers in our bodies and our makeup, that too is 5. People, let's wake up and smell the moringa. I say moringa because moringa too is 5. Now, so there is so much going on that the deliciousness is almost indescribable, because again, talking about, I want to tell you about this we have been doing lots of. This is the serpent. We know the caduceus, when you're ill and you go to the doctor, or here for sure, you have this symbol, which is the 2 serpents. And these 2 serpents, of course, are they're indicative of the two serpents in the of creation in the garden, where I say Mother Eve is the one who's acting the different roles. Just like when I had my son, I was acting the monkey, the dog, the creature, the pig, giving the stories, bedtime stories. I played all those roles. We are able to act all those roles because we are all those things. You can swim like a fish because you're a fish. You bark like a dog because you have the dog like in you. Donkey, whatever it is. The sky, it rains, you pee. It thunders, you fluctuate. You laugh, lightning. Everything that is external is within us and it plays out within us. Everything. You breathe, there's the in and out, and there's the wind blowing in and out, or different directions, whatever it is. Everything, we are those things. And so this is a subject that I'm going to take in on a different angle at another time, but I just want to show you that this is the serpent, which is SERPENT, which equals 44. I'm not going to do all the numerology on this now, and 34 is 7, but there are two serpents, so 7 plus 7 is 14, and 1 plus 4 is 5. This is what we are learning here. This is the beautiful tool that we have been given with numerology. But all of this is within our makeup. Now, the same mathematical construct here, for instance, where I have given you the serpent and there are 7 letters, and then we have 34, and then we have 2 sevens, and then we have 1 plus 4, just to give you 5, which signifies home, key, etc., and so on. Likewise, there is a mathematical construct within you, within each one of us, which we have worked out different aspects of those. For instance, your life path number, your expression number, your personality number, and so on. And there are all of those things. But there is a specific letter in the scriptures that beckons you, that calls you, and it wants you to know it. So I began, I'm trying to work out how to tell you this. This is my second attempt. My copper diary is like, so what I'm showing you and what I'm sharing with you, it requires a lot of dedication. And here, for instance, I'm putting this on the screen so you can see that I have actually lined out chapter. This is verse, this is chapter, this is verse. And so what I had discovered, for instance, in the Psalms, there is a sacred message for each person, and this is the download, and this is unique to you. This is unique to you, that you would know what message it's you would discover like a present, like a gift. It is a gift, and that's been present. The whole process of going through this, it would require you to be present. It would require you to be dedicated. You would notice that it's just so much, people. I had these 2 pages here. 1 and 2. You could see I've got the Psalms written here. Now, what it is here, each I've got to explain this. The deliciousness of this is getting me. So basically, you begin from the last psalm. I feel this is something that only people who are really ready. And even so, you may want to have some companion to, because there's always two, to help you. But it requires dedication. So you will connect, just as example, you connect Psalm 150 to one to number one. Number one, so the first and the last. Remember in the scriptures, this is the rhyme that you were given. I am the beginning and the end. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last. This is one of the key factors that we had forgotten. And we keep reading and we are going like this, we are going like that. But it is a dance. It is the back and forth. Just this is what the serpent does. The serpent, yes, it has a time. It really takes a rod effect like with Moses and Aaron. But the serpent does this, people. That's why when you stand in line nowadays, the line is going all over. This is it. Now, even if you were to go like this, there will perhaps is another time you go like this and so on. And this is the serpent. The serpent is never really just staying like this. It is either going, it is moving. As long as it's moving, it's doing the dance. And the god of movement is part of the serpent, is part of the gods. So you are doing this. It's the dance. And the scriptures is actually written in the same way. The deep essence of the letter and presence that awaits you, the deliciousness, the mouth-watering present, the lovely love letter, the loveliest love letter you can find is actually in that dance. You can imagine dancing with the nicest, or you are so in sync with the best lover you can dance with. This is what is here. This I was ready to chuck away, and I thought, let me just find out what is it about this book. People are, worlds are apart. People are saying it's mine, this is the truth, and so on. And no one is talking about this I am sharing with you right now. I haven't heard anyone else. The closest that has been that discussed in pertaining to this Holy Bible is to tell you that it is coded. It is written in code. All the soaps and the story. It's just like people who I've started watching Salvation and I thought this was a new movie or something. It's a series. I'm like, oh, years back, This is like from 2017 or so. And here I've started. The numerology in that is so impeccable. And it is so much. The word salvation equals 5. The NND screen that they give the news on is 5. 14 as well. So people, which I will be doing a lot on because this is just too delicious to let go. Okay, so to begin with, you could do this with the Psalms because the Psalms are very sacred. They are very, very sacred. It's not all this, and God and my enemies, they have told lies about me and I want you to strike them down and so on and all of those things. Those things are, and even there are questions you need to be asking while you're doing these exercises. You need to, and you will know what questions once you are doing this correctly, and they will be answered. Psalm 150 to 1. And this is what I have done. And Psalm 149 to Psalm 2, what you will find is, I'll just give it to you. What you will find, a common denominator, that all these come to the number 7. All come to the number 7. People, this is incredible, 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 incredible. Okay, let's see. I'll have to do something on the board. I'll have to do something on the board. Okay, but so here we have Psalm 1 and Psalm 150 here. You can see that. So if you add 15, 1 plus 5 is 6, and 1, this would be 7. If you add 2 and 149, 149 is 14 plus 2, 14, or 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. So you will have all the Psalms in combination, meaning it's the 2 serpents. This is the cure. The 2 serpents are transpiring in here. Now, even if they came to like number 16, 1 plus 6 here is 7. 7, you would have 7 here. All the numbers come to 7. And so, this is showing you the mathematical construct that this was created with. This is not by chance. And I know a lot of have been said about King James. And yes, perhaps it's the greatest magical or book of magic that we have right here. Whatever it is, I am delving to know. Okay, so this is just delicious. I hope you will appreciate this because there is more. And let me know your thoughts on that. But what I have begun with is to let you know that Psalms, because I can't give you everything in even just these 2, and I'm hoping you really embark on this. It took me the there's another, this is prescription. This is prescription based, and to do things in the number of 12 hours. So I actually read all the Psalms in this order, back and forth. It's like the helix. This is how it goes. And so, it's really doing the serpent. It's really doing the serpent. Or the so, and this is it. And you had to actually go back and forth. I don't know if so it's like this kind of dance, and this is the serpent, and teaching us the wisdom. This is, of course, this is why every mitre, you could say, they have that demarcation or symbol of rising up to the serpent and overcoming. Basically, that is when you become, you master the art of opening the present. You actually unearth the present, the gift. You've discovered the gift. And you may like it, you may not, but I feel that you're going to like it because it's going to represent you. Whatever you get from this opening, and as I say, there is much more. Do join me again, and where we can have much more fun, because this is a fun journey. Yeah, by the way, we are on the Earthship. Yes, so this is really delicious, people. This is really delicious. Do get on board if you're not there by subscribing to Crime Queen, of course, and stay ignited and united.